So this is kind of a review question from last week, but then again, it is going to be occurring on this Friday's quiz. So we have a function here, y equals 2x or 2/3 x minus 4. It is in function form, the y is by itself. And it says, please state the range. Range are the y values, the output values. So I'm just writing this down just so you know. Range are the y values, or you could also call them the output values that correspond to the given domain values. And the domain are your input values. So I'm giving you these domain values and you want to put them in. So where are we going to put them in? We're going to put them into the x on the y equals 2/3 x minus 4. So since there's 3 domain values that we want to plug in, I'm going to rewrite this function 3 times, but instead of x, I want to put parentheses. That way I could plug in each of these 3 numbers as the inputs, do the math, and then get the outputs that correspond to those 3 inputs. So there it is, written 3 times. And let's plug in the first input, -3. It's going to go right into that parenthesis, -3. And when we divide, the -3 divided by 3, it cancels out. But -3 divided by 3 is -1. So I really have -2 times -1. -2 times -1 is -2. And when we have the -4 that comes down, -2 minus 4 is -6. We all need to be able to do this on tomorrow's quiz. So the answer, on your answer column, you're going to have this set up for you, R, and you just need to plug in the appropriate output values. Now keep in mind, it has to correspond, so this first value is -3, the first output value has to be this output -6. The next one, we're plugging in the 9 right in here. So let's plug in 9. And of course, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I really have 2 times 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 4, final answer is 2. And that was the second output, so we're going to put that as the second range value. And the third one that we're plugging in should be super easy because it's the input 0. Plugging in 0 right there. 2/3 times 0, that whole thing is just 0. And 0 minus 4 is -4. So our third and final range value, our third and final output is -4. And this is what you're going to have to write on the answer column. And that's going to be worth 2 points on tomorrow's quiz.